Hi, it's LeJanaro back with another video. I would like to say welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and everyone who keeps coming back each time I post a new video. So today I'm going to do the scrap buster project that I mentioned in the bucket hat video. This is some fabric and card print fabric that I had some scraps left over for when I cut out. These are 13.5 by 3.5. This is a 1-inch swivel clasp, so I'm gonna make some key fobs. It's an easy, straightforward scrap buster project. Usually I would probably cut them 15 by 3.5, but the scrap wasn't long enough for me to do 15, so I'm just doing this just to kind of get my feet back wet in making these. So I've already ironed on the interfacing. So I'm just going to set these aside, and I'll do one at a time. Like I said, I already ironed on the interfacing here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this in half with the wrong sides facing. And I'm going to press. And then I'm going to take the two edges one at a time, fold them towards the crease, and press. And then I'm just going to fold it together. Alright, going to do the same thing to the other one. And then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and sew down both. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm used to making my straps like this, so that's why I'm like, we're going to take it to the sewing machine and sew down both edges. That is not what I'm going to do. I'll show you what I'm going to do once I get to the sewing machine. That is too funny. Yeah, you get used to routines. On my job, we have somewhat of a script, and I get so used to the script, but when people call, they know the script, so they'll go ahead and tell you what you need up front. And then I still be in script mode, so I may ask them for something they already gave me. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. You already gave me that. Anyway. Alright. Alright, so we're going to take our fabric and our swivel clasp and go over to the machine. Alright, so sorry if it's a little dark. I don't know if opening the blinds will help a little. Alright, so I have my piece here. I have my swivel clasp. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and slide my swivel clasp onto my fabric. I'm going to open both ends up. And I'm going to place them with right sides facing. This fabric is very stiff. You can pin if you like, or you can be a rebel. I'm going to pin just so it stays in place. And I'm going to sew these two ends together, right sides facing. I'm doing a small seam allowance because, like I said, I usually do these at 15 inches. But since I only did 13 and a half, I'm just sewing over a little bit of a 1/4 of an inch. I usually sew a 1/2 inch if I cut it at 15. Alright. And I'm going to open this up. If I can. Gonna open this up. You can press it here if you want to, but for the sake of time I'm not. And I'm just gonna fold it back together. Alright. Just folding it back together. The two ends to the center and then folding it back onto itself. This is not a very elegant job that I'm doing, but you get the gist of what I'm doing. Just make sure everything's nice and neat. Again, this will be a good time to take it to go press just to make sure everything is still nice and neat. Alright, so now I'm just going to sew the open edge and then this edge here. Moving the swivel clasp out of the way as I sew around. Cut your threads. With me, for the sake of time, I'm just kind of leaving that till later. Alright, so now what you can do, again, you can take it, press it. I'm going to look for that little crease. Where we sewed the two edges together. There should be like a little seam allowance crease there. Just trying to cut all these threads. There should be a little crease where the seam allowance is. Find that crease. There it is for me. And I'm going to bring my swivel clasp to that crease, and then I'm going to fold the crease down just a smidge, right? So that's the crease right there, and you can sew in that crease. Get as close in that crease as you can and sew across. Back stitching at the beginning, at the end. I like to go back and forth a little bit. My hand slipped. So that's why I didn't go back and forth as many times as I needed to. But essentially you're done. If you want to get fancy, which I'm going to try this because I have this machine. I've had this machine for many years when I started making bags. A press machine. And I have oh my gosh, the name of the things are escaping me right now. Well, I say I can't think of any. The little things look like little round diamond things. Not diamonds. They're not shaped as a diamond, but the little round things. You can make a hole and put those in. Why can't I think of what they're called? But you can fancy them up by adding rivets. I don't know why I couldn't think of rivet. But take this to the machine, give it a good press. You can add a rivet here if you want to, just to make it so even more secure. But you got your swivel clasp. Quick and easy scrap buster project. And I am sorry that it's so dark. I have ring lights on, I have the blinds open, but that is super duper dark. So I'll make sure I take a good picture and post it at the end of the video.